So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a family company in the 6th generation in this moment. I'm in the 6th generation. We dedicate in this moment the 7th generation, 214 years history with the family. We have here two different types of the clay, red clay. This is a local soil from Cappadocia, and they have a history over 5,000 years here in Cappadocia, but around of the world, 11,500 years. This is one of the oldest clay making professional of the world. But the white clay is a little bit younger, 4,800 years old, and 1,600 years long history here in Turkey, like this design. This is an İznik design. İznik is a town here in Turkey, and they start with the 4th century with the producing the items. And this design is every time in cobalt blue, lightning blue and white color, and only in geometrical or flower designs. One of the famous example with the İznik design you can see in Istanbul, in the blue mosque. No problem. No, the cave, they lose a little bit the substance. This is sand, what you see here, it comes from the top. Old cave, maybe 500, 600 years old, this cave. Was a little bit smaller, but Vidigal is a little bit bigger. We own this in the 4th generation, this caves. So, and we have a lot of different other designs. One of the famous color is the Turkish blue, turquoise we call them. They represent Turkey, and this color they stays for freedom and for the good luck in Turkey. And you asked me this one. Yeah, this is a crystalline stone quartz inside. Quartz, we use this for the ceramic clay, 75% inside. They make the items durable enough to use them. Yeah, strong enough and durable enough to use them. And the tiles in the blue mask, what you see is 450 years long. And these tiles, they save the shape and the color, depend on the glazed surface. This glossy shine, what you see, this is a glazed surface. Then, without the glazed surface, they will fade. And I can explain you here on this plate how many different steps we have to become the finished item. First time the shape giving, dry time in the closed temperature area, so 3 days to 4 weeks, depend on the size by the items. And then the first baking process, 850 degrees Celsius. So this white powder here, this is very important. Glazed powder. Crystalline stone, borax and the kaolin stone, 3 materials in one, isn't the first time liquid. We dip the items inside, we cover the completely top, bottom, inside and outside, and then we bake this again by 1040 degrees Celsius. And in this baking process, this powder melts to the glass. They comes transparent, they protect the designs and the colors, they comes much brighter. And you will see this here on this space. Without the surface, they will every time flake. The glazed surface is very important. And I can show you, for giving you an idea how hard this tiny surface is. Oradan bir ışığı kapatabilir miyiz arkadaşlar? Kapat. So you see this fire, they will not destroy the shape, they will not destroy the color. It's very important. Açabilirsin canım. Açabiliriz, sağ olasın. Miniature signs. 14th to the 16th century. They tell the history in pictures. Daily life signs, hunting signs, and war signs. It comes from one of the oldest culture they live here, Hittites. They live over 5,000 years ago, and they bring this pottery professional here in this region. But this original shape is in this moment in the capital city in Ankara, in the Anatolia of Civilization Museum. And the Hittites, they use this only in the celebrated days. Then the circle here in the middle, they represents the sun. They believe and praise on the sun god. And this ring, they represents the sun. They fill the liquid stuff inside, at the top of the hill in the night, and after the sunrise, the first daylight passes from this ring. They believe the sun god blessed the liquid stuff inside, and they serve to see in this position by the slaves to the kings for show the respect. And the kings drink this blessed liquid and believe for long life, happiness and richness. This shape is one of the complicated ones. We can produce them. We must learn from a new one how we produce them. We produce this in 4 parts. First part is the circle, second one is the basement, third item is the spot, and the last item is the handle. And for attach the one item to the next item, each together, we use only the clay, and after the baking process, this is a completely item. And we can see how Lady Fatima, she works with the 3D effective design. This 3D effective design we give with the main material, with a ceramic clay, but only in liquid form. We fill this in plastic tubes with a needle peak, and then we inject them dot by dot, line by line. And this plate, they takes 8 days to paint. This is again my family design, a little bit different pattern with the tulips. And we said here, you will see small dots. These dots, they comes to the evil eye. Then the people see in Turkey, they believe something. Don't touch, please. If you touch, you can buy.
Oh. Wow.
So around about 4,850 USD. No, finished item you can buy, touch, and you must not buy. But if you touch the unfinished item and you destroy the,
Then I need to buy.
yeah, you must then buy. Okay? Or you can stay here and we educate you, and you can produce your own item. The education way they take so around about 12 years for 2 professionals.
But she has a visa of
For
10 days.
30 days.
No problem, no problem. And you can see here we use the different mineral oxides. We have only 3 primal colors of the world: blue, red, and the yellow one. The other colors we mix them between them, the colors, and we use 2 different types of the brushes for painting them. Kusura bakmayın Fatma Hanım, ben sizden fırçalardan rica edebilirim lütfen. Teşekkürler. So, the synthetical one, everybody knows them. We use this for the black contours, for drawing the items, and then we use them here, self-made brushes. This is natural hairs, goat or horse hairs. Yeah, and the masters, they cut them in the size they need them, and then they start them with the draw item. Why we use natural hairs? Then the color they can drop on the items, they can splash on the items, and then we can destroy them, the designs. This is the reason why we use natural hairs. The natural hairs, they hold the color better than the synthetic. Yeah? And we put every time a little bit clay in the colors. Why? Then the ceramic, they absorb too much colors. If we want to paint one point in the darker color, we must paint them 5 times. If you put a little bit clay inside, we paint this then only 2 times or 3 times. And this is then, we save them a little bit time and energy. So, boş olan yer var mı? So please, you can look around. Firstly, here we need 1 minute.